And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show as both our area high school football teams have all begun pre-season practice as they started school this past week, and the Georgia Southern Eagles are back on the banks of beautiful Eagle Creek as they prepare for their season. School doesn't get started there for a couple more weeks, but they have already started with their practice. That began on Friday, and of course, with the start of fall practice comes the question of who will fill the shoes of quarterback Shai Werts. We thought that the edge might go to returning quarterback Justin Tomlin, who started a couple of games this past year, but the news was revealed at a press conference on Wednesday that Tomlin will miss the first 2 games of the season due to some academic issues, so that leaves the door open for a quarterback battle for the first 2 games at least between incoming true freshman Cam Ransom. We also have redshirt freshman Sam Kennerson, as well as Amari Jones, who transferred from Tulane, who's a running back, but did play a little quarterback in high school. So it's between those 3 for the first 2 games of the season. We'll hear from Coach and some of those players, see how things have been going and how the first day of practice went, as well as hearing from a couple of our area high school football coaches and some softball action as well. We have softball starting this week. We have scrimmage games on Friday from Southeast Bulloch as they were hosting Claxton, and former Statesboro coach and former Georgia Southern Hall of Famer Greg Hill as he starts his season as the head coach at Claxton. All that and plenty more coming up on Upon Further Review. McCook's Pharmacy, located on Highway 80 East, is family owned and operated by Lynn and Janie McCook, as well as their son Josh McCook. Serving the Bulloch County area since 2005, McCook's Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service where the customers come first. Vaccinations are available, including shingles, flu, pneumonia, and Tdap. Drive-through service is available with 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. McCook's Pharmacy offers free local deliveries, and new customers are always welcome. Continuing the tradition of our family caring for your family, McCook's Pharmacy, Highway 80 East. If you're a true blue Georgia Southern Eagle, the University Store is the place for you. We are the official store of Georgia Southern University, and we have the largest selection of official Georgia Southern merchandise for dedicated Eagle fans. At the University Store, you can find hats, jackets, t-shirts, sweaters, drinkware, and just about anything else branded Georgia Southern. We also support student success at the best place to find textbooks and other scholastic supplies. So come by and visit the University Store in the heart of the Georgia Southern campus or shop online 24/7. Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles started spring practice Friday on the banks of beautiful Eagle Creek, and things went well, expecting some weather that did not fortunately come in, so they were able to get the practice in, and a lot of the eyes are focused on the quarterback situation where Justin Tomlin will miss the first 2 games of the season due to some academic issues, leaving the quarterback battle for the first 2 games at least between true freshman Cam Ransom, redshirt freshman Sam Kennerson, and Amari Jones, who transferred from Tulane as a running back and receiver, did play some quarterback in high school. We had a chance to talk with Coach Lunsford about the start of preseason practice as well as the quarterback situation.
Good energy, good vibe. I did feel like we were a little hesitant when we went out there. I think a little bit maybe has to do with first day jitters, but also too being at Eagle Creek. We haven't been at Eagle Creek since the spring. A lot of new guys, a lot of young guys that were kind of learning where to go, when to be, how to be, all that type of stuff. But as far as their work mindset, I thought that was good. I do think we better get better from day 1 to day 2, which should happen. Again, I think there was just a little bit of a hesitancy, but I thought they did a really good job working, and I thought they finished practice really well. But it's all about being better the next day, so that'll be the focus. Let's be better tomorrow. I did spend time at the quarterback spot because, we've only been able to see the guys that are new in the weight room or out on the field running or doing their agility drills and things like that. So it was good to finally get out there and see some guys with a football in their hand, see them throw the ball, see them run the option. and see what they could do. I thought all of them did a good job, just being the first time getting out there with a football. JT, even though he's in his situation, he came to work today and he understands that he's got to be mentally sharp and he's got to be on, because we've got some young guys in there that are hungry and they want to compete for a spot as well. We know in game 1 and game 2 is going to be somebody different. Guys are going to have to run with the ones, and so what we've done is JT gets his set amount of reps with the ones, and then as we roll in practice, Sam and Cameron, they end up getting their reps with the ones as well. I think right now it's a learning curve too. What we don't want to do is throw the young guys in there that maybe don't understand the whole playbook yet, because you do want to have continuity with your ones. You want to make sure your ones feel good about what they're doing and executing the play. However, we are rolling them in there and we're getting them in there. But for right now, it's going to be about making sure that the one offense gets going as a whole. And Amari's a good football player. And, Amari was actually a quarterback in high school. And, so he's a guy that, a lot like Wesley Kennedy has been for us when we lined him up at maybe what people call the Wildcat or whatever. Amari can definitely do that type of stuff for us.
I know I made a mistake. I mean, my mentality really, first 2 games, do the best I can to help whoever it is that's going to be the starter, prepare them for the first 2 games. And then after that, we just see however it goes. It might not be me, but definitely I still come in every day as if I am the starter, though, like I am the guy. So my mentality for the season is just go out there and ball out, have the best season I can, do what I can to help the team win. So that's all, really. They made me better every day. It's a competition, so even though, I'm the veteran, I still, try to help them out, whatever they need to know, or something they don't know, or something they just not all the way sure about. They definitely come to me and ask questions, and I always try to get my best answer, if not find the answer for them. So just the competition is lovely. I love our quarterback room. We got a good group of guys. We got some good players, and really, Cam, really, he's shown a lot. He's shown a lot of maturity since he came in from the summer. You really don't expect that a lot from a true freshman just coming in. But all the stuff he has handled so far, I like what we've been able to do so far. All the stuff we've been putting on him and stuff, all the stuff he retaining. So I feel like he's been doing pretty good. And Sam, I feel like he done took it up another level. He really didn't get a lot of playing time last year, but I feel like he took it on, knowing that I'm not going to be able to play the first 2 games, and knowing that it's an open spot for the position. So I feel like he took a good jump starting today with camp number 1 with his play and stuff. But I feel like they're both doing a pretty good job, though, so far.
Still competition in the room, no matter if JT's there or he's not there, because he's going to have to come back. So when he comes back, then it just adds another person to the competition. So I'm more of the runner type, if that makes sense. JT can do both really well. So can Cameron, because I haven't seen what Cam can really do yet. But we all really can bring a lot to the table. I feel like I'm progressing more in the passing game, because last year I couldn't really read coverages that good. I couldn't really break down a defense that well. But going into this year, that's what my main focus is, and I've been working on it. My focus is on quarterback, but it is also on getting on the field, because I'm an athlete. I can do really whatever you want me to. So,
well, it feels good, you know what I'm saying. But just got to take one day at a time and one step at a time. But it's you gotta pace yourself, and you just gotta go with the flow. I was coming from a spread offense, so I could feel like I could run the ball, throw the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying. But whatever was on the plate, I just gotta, use it to my advantage. Well, it's going smooth, you know what I'm saying. But every day that I come out here, I try to focus on getting better with those guys and learning their timing, because everybody got different timing. But when I first came up here, I came up here on a break. It was on a break, so I was working with the guys that was not gonna say playing, but they wasn't in a predicament where the starting guys were. You know what I'm saying? But I was working with those guys, and they got different timings from them. So it's like I had to learn the starting guys first. You know what I'm saying? Just to gradually get where they can come from.
And stay with us. Plenty more to come on Upon Further Review. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
Well, the Statesboro High Blue Devils will be taking on Wayne County in the Irk Russell Classic coming up in a couple of weeks at Paulson Stadium. We had a chance to talk with Jeff Kaiser, former Georgia Southern Eagle, and Wayne County assistant coach Mike Ward about coming back to Paulson Stadium, as well as Daryl Hopkins, who's one of the organizers for the event.
We feel great about it. We get to see match up. You have these teams that are, Clinch County, they just play great football down there. Macon County play some great football. And for local people be able to come out and see these teams that they don't get a chance to see. And Statesboro and Wayne are going to provide a solid game also. As always, good to have some Eagles coming back, whether they was players or just students, it doesn't matter. They still Eagles, and it's great for them to come back and get on the sideline, and we're excited about seeing them come out.
We're honored. I'm honored, especially it's like coming home. Our kids are honored. They get to play in D1 Stadium. Irk Russell Classic, huge. I got to play for Irk's son, Rusty. I didn't get to play for Irk. But every time I come back, I get a lot of memories. This place is very special to me.
Great opportunity for your kids to play in a great venue, for a great organization, to honor a great man. Just can't wait. Kids are excited, community's excited, just looking forward to get it going. Well, I knew Coach Russell personally, growing up in Snooky's restaurant, and him being there all the time, and us as kids walking in the door and all of the legend, so to speak, and coming to Georgia Southern games as a kid, great man, great coach, and very honored to be able to play in a game that honors him.
Well, area high school football teams began school and practice this past week. We had a chance to talk with Statesboro High head coach Jeff Kaiser about how he felt things went and what he was expecting.
Great. First day of school, all the kids are accounted for. Had a good day in the weight room during class, conditioned during class, and getting ready for practice to start continue to getting prepared for the season. A lot of unknown last year at this time. A lot of adjustments having to be made. With the current situation, there's a possibility of more adjustments to be made with what's going on with the pandemic. It's frustrating, especially when you're dealing with teenagers, because we feel like they need a sense of routine. Our kids did a great job last year making the adjustments, and probably going to have to make some this year. So we'll just continue rolling with it and doing what we got to do to make sure everybody's safe, and at the same time getting prepared to play. OTA paddy camps we were able to do in the summer on top of spring practice, obviously way ahead of where we were last year, but so are our opponents. Everybody's it really all shakes out in the wash when everybody's having to follow the same guidelines, and I think everybody's more prepared this year than we were last year. Still got some question marks because you can't ever tell really where your weaknesses are until you line up against somebody else. We will have the benefit of the scrimmage against Metter. It's a practice game type situation, so we'll be able to answer a lot of questions that week before we get prepared for Wayne and the Irk Russell Classic. Cam Michaels had a great summer, continues to improve. However, he's just a 10th grader. In programs that are where you want to be, 10th graders are playing JV. However, he is an exceptional athlete. Has done a really, really good job this summer and does not shy away from work, but at the same time has a high ceiling and has a lot of room for improvement.
The Blue Devils will open up their season with a scrimmage game coming up Friday against Metter. That game taking place at Womack Field at 7:30 coming up on Friday. As for the Southeast Blue Yellow Jackets, we had a chance to talk with Jared Zito about how he feels the season is looking.
Well, it just feels like it's been a long time coming. It's going to be a little bit of adjustment for everybody, going through the first day of school, and the kids are not used to having their whole day consumed with studying and learning, and hopefully they've been taking care of their bodies all day. That's the number one thing I worry about is the kids don't eat or drink enough on days like this. But the quicker we can get them in a routine and kind of get used to what we're going to be doing for the next few months, the better off we'll be. Because we went through last summer and it ended up being okay, you have a kind of a sense of, I don't know the word, relief, or you just feel like it's going to be okay. And I think at some point, maybe as football coaches, sometimes we can overdo it. We have a tendency to overdo it. And so what I did this summer was I kind of took a page from last summer, and we stayed in groups. Now, we weren't confined to a certain number or certain things, but we did a lot of our work in groups because I felt like we got a lot more done last year. I thought the attention to detail with our young kids was really good. But I think just the fact that we did have a spring here, we did have a full summer, and we did all that with the intention of being an unrestricted fall season. And having gone through all the uncertainty we did last year, made this summer just feel a lot better, a lot easier on our minds on what we're preparing to do. It's been a really good summer. Starting from the spring when I got here, go through spring drills. Summertime was filled with your usual strength conditioning, but really a reinstall of our offense and defensive schemes. And then we did lots of stuff, team building type things to kind of get to know each other a little better. Feel really good right now. I feel like we got a chance to be a good team as long as we can stay healthy and learn how to rotate kids. We're going to have to learn how to keep kids fresh. We probably got, 4 or 5 guys that will probably play significant snaps, and then some other guys that will play some snaps on both sides. So that's going to be probably our number one challenge. But really, all the guys have been great. It's been a really good start. We're 0-0 right now, so everybody's happy.
And stay with us. Coming up next, we'll talk to a few of our area high school softball coaches.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Well, football not the only sport starting this past week, as softball began as well. We had a chance to talk with a couple of our area coaches about how they feel the season is looking.
Getting Dell back is huge for us. She's a difference maker on and off the field, just her leadership, the ability to play anywhere and everywhere. She's batting top of the lineup, so she kind of sets the tone. We did lose a good core of seniors last year, so that's going to be hard to fill. But getting Dell back is good. We are young though; we only have one senior, so getting these summer ball games in is good to scratch out some rust. Elena's looking really good on the mound. She's worked hard from the end of last season to this season, working on spinning the ball a little bit more, working on her changeup. So she's looking really good, and it's definitely different in your senior year. You realize this is it. I think they put a little bit more into it. She's shown really good leadership, and she's hungry, and she wants to go out with a bang. We're going to be competitive. Obviously, having Elena and Delaney in that core, starting is going to set the tone defensively. I feel like we've got a really good, strong offense. We do have a young team, so just building on that every practice, every game, and getting better in those new spots.
Yeah, very excited where we're going. I've got 11 on the roster, and very proud of what we got and excited about it. We got some girls that'll get after it and work hard. Just scrimmage game here today. Is what I expected. Just to highlight things we needed to work on, and it did. And playing somebody like Southeast who's going to make you play. Those things are what we needed to be able to work hard, during the practices and work on things that we need to work on.
Where do you feel like your strengths are of the team?
Definitely our infield and pitching is our strength. Again, for whatever reason, we have a hard time hitting the ball, but we're working on some individual drills, and we swung the bat better today. So I'm expecting our bats to come around once we get into region play. We made it to the first round. We lost after the second game. The girls did not like it. They were very upset and mad, not just losing, but just because we didn't go any further than we did. We felt like we had the potential to go further and deeper in the playoffs. So I think that has definitely helped with our practice and our drive and our get after it, what we've done so far. So I'm expecting bigger and better this year.
And that'll wrap it up for now. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.